Hi guys! I've had my dreadlocks for roughly 3.5 years now. It'll be 4 years this summer, I believe in July. Like end of July? Midsummer. Anyways, not the point. So it's been like longer than 3.5 years, I think, like, because we're almost at the 4-year mark, and I haven't made like an update in a long time, not like a long time, but just a while. So I decided that that's what I would do. Oh, you know what? I just forgot my tea. I will be right back. It's been almost 4 years and they have grown out a lot. I don't have any extensions anymore, like whatsoever. It's all my hair, which is pretty freaking cool because, as you know, when I first, well, if you have been following me for a while, when I first put the extensions in, my natural dreads, like my dreads, were like this long. They had shrunk so much since I put them in, because when I first started, my hair was like about to here, undreaded. So when they were done shrinking, my dreads were like this long. I looked like I had a pixie haircut, like so short. So then I put the extensions in to, you know, give them some length, whatever, and I had told myself that I only wanted to have the extensions until my hair was long enough that I felt like I didn't need them anymore. I didn't really like having like super short dreads. So over the past year or so, I had been slowly taking out my extensions, like as they would fall out. You know, if I thought that the dread was long enough, I just wouldn't put it back in and things like that. So now it's at the point where it's just all my hair, and look how long that is. I think my longest dread is one of these ones. It's either this one or this one. And this one's pretty long, like, look at that. And I know I have some on this side too, and it's just crazy to think about like how short they were, and like, look at that. It's all my hair. And then I think about like, how long would my hair be, though, if it wasn't in dreadlocks? It'd be so long. Sometimes I, like, think about that and just, like, it's almost like I wish I could just take out my dreads just for a day and just to see how long my hair is and then put them back in, but, like, have them, you know, 3 years old. And I know you can't do that, so I don't really miss my hair, like, at all. I love my dreads, and when I first got them, I had told myself that I only wanted them for like 5 years. 5 years was my goal, like to have dreads for 5 years and whatever. And now I'm almost at my 4-year mark, and I could not picture my life without my dreads right now. So I've extended it to 10 years, and we'll just keep going like that. People tell me you're probably gonna have dreads for the rest of your life, like my friends and stuff. Whenever I'm like, well, I think 10 years would be cool. Yeah, you know, you're probably right. I probably am gonna have my dreads for the rest of my life. Like, I haven't dyed them for almost 2 years. I haven't touched any hair dye because they kept breaking apart, and I actually have one right now that is kind of breaking. I'm just trying to find it. Oh, it's this one. I actually still have one that is like, see how it's doing that? Yeah, I could just pull on it if I pull hard enough and it would just come off. Like, you can see where it's broken. That's still my hair though, it's not an extension. But it's from like when I used to, there's lint in my dread. It's from when I used to bleach my hair, like, and dye it so much, and that's why I haven't touched any hair dye or anything for like almost 2 years, because I wanted to get I wanted my hair to be healthy, and I wanted my dreads to stop breaking off. I remember the first time that it happened, I was so scared. I made a video about it, like, it's still out there, a bit like freaking out, saying like, my hair's falling off, like, and stuff, and the majority of people commented, the majority of the people that commented said like, it's probably from bleaching your hair and using the crochet hook, and I was like, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Like, this is my natural hair color, and then I had dyed my whole head brown, just so they could all be one color, and then decided to leave it alone, but the brown like faded, and the blonde came back out because it does that, and then the brown like super faded, and there's like here is where I had dyed it the brown, so it's like kind of a chestnutty color, but then like up here that's my natural hair color. It looks a lot darker on camera. Sorry if I'm looking in the lens. Like, it looks a lot darker on camera than it does in real life. I was like born with blonde hair, and I had blonde hair till I was like 10 or 11, and then it started going darker. And in real life, it's actually more of like a dirty blonde. Like, it looks brown in some lights, but then in the summertime, like when there's a lot of sun, it goes more blonde because the sun lightens it a bit. And so my hair color, like, I don't know. Some people consider it brown, but I still kind of consider it like a dirty blonde because, like, in the summer, it lightens itself. And in certain lights, you can see the blonde strands. And, like, my arm hair is blonde, like you can't see my arm hair and stuff like that. So I wash my hair now. I was washing it like once a month. That's how long I had stretched it out to, but I've been working out lately, so I sweat a lot more, so I now wash it kind of like twice a month, maybe like every second week, although I don't keep track. So because I don't want, you know, it gets full of sweat and it gets oilier, obviously quicker and stuff, and it's like, smells bad. Hi baby! My cat's like meowing behind me. She wants to go on the table, is what she wants. I don't really want to let her. Fine, go. I wash my hair with Neutrogena still. I don't think I've really ever switched shampoos. Like, I kind of just stuck with the same shampoo for 4 years. Because it works, right? It's just Neutrogena anti-residue shampoo. It's like a huge jug, and it's like $6 for like this huge jug. It's anti-residue, so it's like, and it's like unscented. So it doesn't like add shit into my hair. And other than that, I started the process of naturally dreading my bangs, because again, if you've been following me for a while, you know that I used to have like bangs that were loose. I used to have loose bangs. So one day I decided that I wanted my whole head to be dreadlocks, not just half my head or whatever. So I just stopped brushing, because I had said to myself too, like, if I could redo my dreads, like if I could start over, I would do the neglect method, because I really like the look of it. I really like the idea of it. It's just natural. Your hair is just doing its thing. I'm just like trying to collect all my bangs. So that's what I did with my bangs. I just stopped brushing them. So it's been a little over a year, like a year and a half, since I stopped brushing my bangs. So the neglect method takes longer than like having a starting method, because they're not started, right? Like with a starting method, you're starting them, so you're like helping them out a little bit, and then they just kind of do their thing from there. But with the neglect, you're not doing anything. You're just not brushing it, and it's doing whatever it wants. So it has to start itself. So it takes a bit longer. So this is what they look like. This is one. It's pretty cool. It's like, here is dread. Like, it's pretty solid dread, and then the ends are a little bit not so much. And I still have like a lot of loose hair, as you can see, that hasn't really done anything to itself. But yeah, for the most part, they're all like up here, they're all dread, and then it's just like the bottoms that aren't really dreading. This is my biggest one. It's the first one that started, like, hi Jessie. It's the first one that started out of all my bangs, like, and it's super thick. Like, I don't know why, but it's just so much thicker. So that's how my dreads are coming. Yeah. And I love them as much as I did in the beginning, and if you have any questions, feel free to comment. And if they're not already answered, like, I answered a lot of questions. I have a Q&A, a dreadlock Q&A, and a lot of like basic questions are answered there, like how do I wash my hair and like how did I start my dreads and stuff like that. So if you're curious about that kind of stuff, look through my channel before asking a question, because it's probably already been answered. And there's like the reason why I have Q&A, like a Q&A and things like that, is because people ask the same question a lot and I get really tired of like typing it out. So just check that out first. But other than that, if you have like specific questions to like hitting my 4 years almost, or like how I'm maintaining my hair now or whatever, which is nothing actually, I'll answer that right now. I don't do anything except wash it. I don't maintain my hair, like I don't crochet anymore, I don't fix the roots, I don't do anything. I just separate them whenever I see fit and wash them. But yeah, so if you have any questions that aren't answered in the Q&A or anything like that, or in any other video, then feel free to ask me a question and I will answer it to the best of my abilities. And thank you for watching. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys!